Get wrecked. Yes. Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink. Welcome to an update video for the 9th of... what is it? February, yeah. But, yeah, so essentially, yeah, you bag that hair. Yummy, yummy. Some ants. Yummy, yummy. Anyway, yeah, so essentially, I just wanted to discuss a few things about the channel because, of course, it's important to mention a few things from time to time. Just about what I'm planning on doing, what I'm actually working on at whatever given time, because it can change, and this current Monster Hunter World thing has really, I guess, put a hold on my channel, at least in some regards. I haven't been uploading any of, for instance, Wind Waker HD, I haven't been uploading any Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, and I haven't been uploading any Final Fantasy 13. I haven't really been uploading much Dark Souls, but I did upload, I think, 3 parts at some point before, just because I have already fully edited all of the quality build so far. I just need to process the videos, which isn't quite so demanding. So yeah, it's not too difficult for me to upload Dark Souls, but yeah, that's why that's the only thing that I've uploaded so far. For the most part, I have just been recording and uploading things for Monster Hunter World. And outside of that, I have also just been playing this game. I've put a lot of time into it. I'm currently Hunter rank 50. I've put a little bit over 100 hours into the game so far. It's only... actually, today, it has been 2 weeks since it came out. So I've put 100 hours into a game within 2 weeks. What that means is that I haven't had too much time for much else during my free time. So more or less, I guess you can understand why I haven't really been focusing on much else when it comes to my channel, other than this game. It's easy for me to record for this game because I'm always playing it, you see. That's the idea. God, these things are annoying. But yeah, if you want to know, for whatever reason, what I'm doing right now, I'm just doing my optional quests. I haven't been bothering with my optionals at all. So now I'm doing that. But yeah, essentially what I want to be doing is focusing on 3 games right now. Wind Waker HD, Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, and Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 is something that I haven't really recorded much of at all. I decided that I would do a post-commentary for Part 4, and it was not actually my intention to do a post-commentary for Part 5, but unfortunately that has happened because I lost the original file for that, and I'll go into details about that in Part 5 of my Final Fantasy thing. Or, you know, Final Fantasy 13 Let's Play. I don't know why I'm being so vague about that. May as well just explain what I'm trying to put across to you. But, yeah, essentially, those are the other 3 Let's Plays that I want to focus on. I have to say, Wind Waker HD feels like a little bit of a wall. I feel like I still have a lot of content to get through with that. And I don't know if that's going to be very fun for me to get through. It feels a little bit more like a chore, to be honest with you. I don't really get excited by the thought of playing Wind Waker HD, for whatever reason. Probably one of the reasons is because of the tingle bottles disappearing, which is not really something that you can help at this stage. It happened in November last year. It's been a few months now since the tingle bottle feature disappeared, but that is, I suppose, one of the reasons why I haven't been recording Wind Waker HD. I haven't actually recorded since the very day that the tingle bottles were taken away. So yeah, I have to get around to continuing that. Another thing that I really need to get around to continuing is actually Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. Now, I did record a part, I think in November of 2017. Might have been December, but I'm getting the feeling it was mid to late November. That's my memory of it. And it was very stressful recording. It was about 40 minutes to an hour of me being confused as to where I needed to go. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with that recording. I'm not going to treat it as is, like I'm not going to keep it as that single recording and split it up into multiple parts exactly. I'll probably be editing through it a lot. That's what I think. And what that entails, I have no idea. I don't know if it's going to be 2 parts in the end, or if it's going to be 1 full part, or maybe I'll just skip through so much that it won't even count as 1 full video. So maybe it'll just be like the first half of part whatever it is. I really don't remember what part I'm up to in Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. But yeah, I have recorded it since I finished my uploading for Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. That's one thing that I just wanted to mention. But because I didn't really enjoy the process of recording at that time, and because I just got a little bit stuck in the game because of stupid things, I don't really feel like going back to it at this stage, and it's kind of unfortunate because there's just this little thing, this little point of difficulty that I need to get over, just a wall that I need to get over, and once I've gotten over that wall, things should be easy again and fun again, but yeah, I don't know. Don't really know what's going on with that, and it is bothering me a little bit. But yeah, the thing that is bothering me the most lately is Final Fantasy XIII and the fact that I lost Part 5's audio recording, which was actually recorded, I think it was yesterday? Or it might have been, I think perhaps it was on the 7th of February 2018 when I recorded that, but it could have been the 8th. My memory is serving me poorly at this stage as I try to recall that, but yeah, it was, I mean, the commentary wasn't like amazing, I can live without it, it's just frustrating to have to go back to that particular video and do a post-commentary for it, so I'll have to do something within the region of 40 minutes worth of post-commentary for parts 4 and 5 in total. And as some of you may or may not be aware, I'm not a huge fan of post-commentary, so that's kind of bothering me a little bit. So yeah, that's more or less what's on the agenda at the moment. While I'm not a huge fan of the idea of going back to Wind Waker HD and trying to finish it, I'm just going to do it. I think I need to just pull my head in and get that finished, because there are a lot of games that I want to Let's Play. A lot of Zelda games that I want to Let's Play. And there are some that I started as well. I'm not going to ignore the fact that I started a Let's Play on Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. I did record a second part for that Let's Play, but I haven't edited it at all, and I really don't think I want to return to that recording. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to re-record the second part and continue from there once I do return to Portrait of Ruin. It's really not a good idea for me to just start a Let's Play and then put it on hold after recording the first frickin' part, but that's more or less what's going to have to happen. Because, you know, I make these random decisions to do Let's Plays because I'm like, oh, I really want to play this game, but I don't want to play it but not record it, because if I do have a plan to actually Let's Play the game that I want to record, shit, I need to kill Vespoids, not Gajar. Don't even know where they are. I guess they're going to be in the forest area. Once again, I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing in-game because I'm trying to give you some kind of cohesive update video at this stage, but yeah, that's what's happening right now. I just need to push myself to play those games, and, you know, I can kind of easily play Final Fantasy XIII because it feels kind of fun. You know, it's a game that I'm going to explore. It's a game that I'm not enjoying very much so far, to be honest with you. Like, the content that I've seen thus far is not very good, but I do know that it's a very long game, so I'm interested to see just how I can actually get involved in the story, whether or not I get emotionally invested at all, or if it's just going to be a whole game of me going, oh god, this is boring and whatever else. It's going to be an interesting Let's Play in that way, regardless, because of course the entirety of the thing is blind. And so, yeah, that's just what it's going to be. And that seems to interest people. I think there's definitely a market on YouTube. A market is a strange way to put it, but there is definitely interest in blind Let's Players, because it is a specific sort of experience, or, well, viewing experience, I mean, that you're going to get. And I have definitely found myself wanting to see people play through a certain game for the first time without actually having seen much of it before, and just seeing their raw reactions, because it is entertaining. It's very interesting to see how people react to things for the first time, especially if it's a game that you appreciate. And from what I can tell, there are some people, yeah, that's a great way to enunciate, Doomlink, thank you for that. But, yeah, there are a few people, astoundingly, who do seem to like the game, and I believe that it was actually quite poorly received. Even within the Final Fantasy community, it was not really one of the better Final Fantasy games. I mean, it's the only one that I really remember, because for whatever reason, I think it was 2010 the game came out. I remember when it came out, and, you know, it was just the new Final Fantasy at the time. I didn't look into it at all, but, you know, it was just kind of the Final Fantasy game that came out, and for whatever reason, all of the releases that followed that one just flew under my radar somehow. Can't remember Final Fantasy XII, really. I don't know when it came out. Maybe it just wasn't on my radar once again at that time. And also, you know, Final Fantasy games that preceded 12, I don't know. But, yeah, for whatever reason, 13 is the one that I remember in my head actually releasing. So, yeah, I don't know why that is, but that's just how it was. And so for that reason, that was kind of the first one that entered my mind. I thought, yeah, I'll play that. I did, of course, just randomly find it at Cash Traders and thought, yeah, well, I'm given the opportunity to get this thing cheap. What the oh, it's a full inventory. Well, forget it. No, I'm not swapping my potions. I don't need it. Don't fucking swap that. Swap these items. No. Can I leave this item? Yes, that's what we want. Okay. Need to find some Vespoid. I have yet to find any. I'll need to kill 14 of them. They're either in the forest or they're underground. I really don't know yet. But yeah, in terms of the Dark Souls stuff, I don't really know what to expect with that, to be honest with you. I think there is a lot of potential for me to do a big long series of Dark Souls, but I don't really know if it's worth investing time into it or not. It's going to basically depend on my personal cravings for playing Dark Souls, because of course I did start a Let's Play series in 2017 on Dark Souls, purely for the reason that I'd suddenly really felt like playing the game. So that happens once every 7 months or so. I'll get this burst of, I guess, desire to play Dark Souls, and then I suppose I'm just going to have to ride the wave of desire, to put it poetically, every single time I get back to recording Dark Souls. So I guess that's going to be a lengthy project. It's going to be very much like Demon Souls in that way. Of course, Demon Souls was a pretty frustrating project in the sense that I recorded so much within such a short time, and it just held me back and my channel back for a really long while. That time that I could have spent doing Let's Plays of many different games that I want to play, I instead spent recording Demon Souls and getting stuck in the frickin' loop of editing and processing these long videos, and it was just, oh man. Look back through the playlists of Dark Souls, Strength build, Magic build, and Faith build, and look at all of that content. That was done within the space of about, hold on, no, don't swap them, just leave it, thank you. That was done within the space of about 12 months, and that was just a nightmare, really. It was not easy, and not fun, so yeah, for that reason, I mean, it was fun for a period of time, but of course, it just gets to the point where you're sick of it, but you just want to finish it. You can't just leave it unfinished, so you have to finish it. And at this stage, it's finished. I did drop a few hints here and there to the existence of a 5th playthrough, which was a bow build, and it's not happening. I've no desire to return to Demon Souls, because it's just, I know that if I do return to it, the same thing is going to happen. I'm going to record a crap load of footage, and it's just going to be a nightmare. If I were to stream it, it would be different. Streams are such a different animal. Like, I can just upload a 6-hour-long thing, and if I were to stream on YouTube, it would be even better, because I wouldn't have to upload it separately to the actual stream itself. It would just automatically upload an archived version of the stream, and that would be fine. But I have absolutely no interest in streaming at this stage, because, I mean, I will eventually get onto streaming. That's one thing that I do want to mention as well. I will eventually become like a fully fledged streamer. Like, I don't know when. It's not something that I can do now. It's not something that I can do within 2 years' time. This might be in 10 years' time when I become a fully fledged streamer, because it is a plan of mine. It's just my internet at the moment is not up to standard, and it's not one of my current priorities, but I am very interested in streaming. I think that I could stream very easily, and I could get an audience within the streaming environment, you know. That's what I believe. I don't think that would be a difficult thing at all. Now, is this a freaking Vespoid? It's not. It's one of these weird dragonfly things that I can capture. What's it called? It's called a omen fly, alright. Where are these Vespoid? This is a Slay 14 Vespoid quest, and I'm not finding any Vespoid. I don't know if I've just gone past them and not noticed them or what. I really don't know what's going on. It's starting to really suck a lot. These aren't Vespoid. They're not Vespoid. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, I got on to a little side topic there. Me being a streamer is a side topic, but at the very least, yeah, if I were to, for instance, stream Demon Souls as I played it, that wouldn't set me back, because the recording process of it would be the end of it. I just record it, done, finished. I wouldn't need to sit back and actually look through it all a second time. So, and that's pretty much what it is when you're editing through the stuff. Because you do need to make edits from time to time. Whether they be audio edits or just like skipping through video because, you know, you have to, like, say I die and I need to get back to a place where I died, I'll say, I'll see you guys back there. There has to be an edit at that point. And it's not a matter of, oh yeah, I wonder if I need to make an edit here. You never know until you actually watch whether or not you need to make an edit. Yeah, I can write down, like, I can get a text file to say, I'll make an edit here for this part, because I'm going to be skipping ahead to some area because I died, for instance. I could make a text file of that, but that wouldn't account for all of the possible audio edits that I would need to make, because you just don't know. One of the classic styles of Let's Play, I guess, video making, was that you just wouldn't edit the shit. You just put it into... You just get the video, and then the audio, sync up the start, started at the right time and ended at the right time, and that was it. You were done. That was the classic style of editing, you know, in Windows Movie Maker and all of that. Back in the mid to late 2000s. That was my experience with it, at least with other Let's Players. I generally went the extra step and watched it back before I deemed it to be worthy of upload, because I just wanted to make sure that it was all good, you know. Whereas some people, they did the bare minimum of editing. I just remember Let's Players in those days finding it to be a chore to do something like edit a jump. Like if they want to go from one place to another, it would be a hassle for them to edit that. Like to edit that stuff out. Whereas I could never relate to that. I was always like, well, I need to edit that. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that the difference between just recording Demon Souls and streaming it is more than you can comprehend. It's basically double the amount of time investment, if not double plus another 50%. Which I guess you could add on to the process of not only processing the video, but also uploading it. Which is indeed a time investment, even though it's not quite as a direct time investment as, say, editing it. So, yeah. In the end, streaming it is not a problem. But that's if I were a streamer, and I'm not. I will be eventually, don't you worry, I'll be a streamer. You don't even understand, like, the amount of ideas I have in my head to stream eventually. Oh yeah, it's happening eventually. But not yet, and not anytime soon. You'll see it eventually. I'm hoping for some Vespoid. Jesus Christ, it's almost been 15 minutes since I started this quest. Speaking of which, it's actually been quite some time since I started this video, and I've just been crapping on, really. Wild Spire Gecko. Why not? Just capture them for fun. Once again, I don't... Well, not once again, I haven't mentioned this, but... don't really know the benefits to even capturing these things, to be honest with you. I just haven't really seen a benefit to this. Can you leave it, please? I keep picking them up, just without even paying attention. I don't know where the Vespoid are in this freaking place. They must be here. It's dark, and it's in like a cave sort of area. I mean, yeah, for sure. This has to be like somewhere that Vespoids would hang out. Dear Jesus. Okay. Anyway, I just need to think about whether or not there's anything else that I want to discuss. I don't believe so. More or less, Dark Souls will be on and off. At the very least, I will I've made something within the region of 7 parts for my dexterity build as well. So the first one is a quality build, which I have completed the editing process for. I just need to actually process and upload those videos. I believe it goes to part 36 or 37 for that. It's not very long at all. So that'll be finished uploading pretty soon, hopefully. But as well as that, I do have the dexterity build, which I think I've recorded about 7 parts for. Essentially, I'm going to edit those and upload those, and then we'll see if I want to record any more. If I don't want to record anymore, I'll put the dexterity build on hold. I will mention that the quality build will be considered complete. It will be, I guess, marked as complete when I have completed New Game Plus. Or sorry, New Game. Just before I go into New Game Plus. I did record the first part of New Game Plus, so I do plan to do that, but I will mark it as complete anyway. Because the game is technically complete. And, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that will get confusing. I'm not too sure. But either way, to put it in... Maybe I won't mark it as complete after all. Maybe that would be confusing and counterintuitive. But at the very least, yeah, there's no guarantee as to whether or not I will continue once I've finished the uploading process for both series. Both playlists for the Dark Souls Let's Play that I'm doing. So... yeah, I really don't know what to expect with that. And I really don't know where these Vespoid are. Am I retarded? Guys, I must be retarded. Maybe I've passed them multiple times, and I just haven't been paying attention. I don't know how I can manage that. I don't know how I can possibly manage that, actually. It's really quite astounding. But anyway, I guess I've managed it. But in the interest in keeping this update video not too lengthy, because it will get lengthy if I don't wrap this up, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to discuss. Expect uploads within... oh, shit, that was really great. I was doing a hand gesture and I fucking falcon punched my microphone there. That was absolutely excellent. But anyway, it was a very exaggerated hand gesture as well. But expect, in an ideal world, that was my hand gesture. Yeah, in an ideal world, uploads for Spyro Dawn of the Dragon, Zelda Wind Waker HD, and Final Fantasy 13. You will probably see Final Fantasy 13 more than the previous 2 that I just mentioned. Simply because I, for whatever reason, am more inclined to record Final Fantasy 13 at this time. At least during February. That's what I can tell you. But I'll try and push myself to get to Wind Waker HD as well. As far as Dawn of the Dragon is concerned, no idea. We'll see. We'll see when I feel like playing that again. But for now, that's about all that I wanted to discuss with you, and I will see you in my next update video, or perhaps in just my next regular video, whatever you would prefer to watch of mine next, or whatever video of mine you'd prefer to watch next. Either way, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.